decided today to talk about my favorite sequels. Now, this is not extensive and it's not recent because I really should get back to reading. The problem is all the books I read are just usually just too bad and I never make it to the sequels. They're just, it's hard enough to finish the first ones. I guess I'm in a rut. I just can't find books that are that good. But my favorite sequels are, in no particular order. The first one I'm going to talk about is Anne of Green Gables' sequel, Anne of Avonlea. I really like the Anne series. I mean, sometimes it just goes a little long, and then it kind of loses Anne's fiery spirit. But I really like the second one because it just takes what the first book does and continues on with it. Anne of Green Gables is one of my favorite books. I really like the movie, the Kevin Sullivan movie. It was my childhood movie that I watched over and over and over again. I just love the movie. I didn't read the books first. I watched the movie first. So when I read the Anne of Avonlea, I was a little disappointed that it wasn't like the movie. But it's really good, and I really like it. I might like it because it has my name in it. You know, Anne of Green Gables, and I'm Mariana of where am I? Never mind. So that's one of my favorite sequels. It just takes everything the first book did and continues on with it, and it keeps the adventure going without ruining it. I like that because a lot of sequels ruin it. The second one I'm going to be talking about is Lord of the Rings. And no, not the second one, The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings. The whole thing is a sequel of The Hobbit. So I really like The Hobbit. It was one of my favorite books, and so but The Lord of the Rings goes so much more in depth. You know so much more about the things that you're like, what's this ring? What's going on here on The Hobbit? But this ring thing is the most important thing of Lord of the Rings. I wonder why it's called that. Huh. Oh well. So yes, Lord of the Rings is a sequel to The Hobbit. So that's it. That's why I like it. The next one is the sequel to Twilight, New Moon. I really need to stop overusing words like really. But I enjoyed Twilight, and I actually like the second one a lot too. And so that's amazing because it's like the first one it just ends. There's no real thing pointing to the second book. So when the second book comes along, and then they just separate, and then she gets to know Jacob a lot more. That was nice because I like werewolves. I just do. So to have the werewolves come on and just like this whole new supernatural creature, so I really liked it. Really liked it. I really liked it. I like repeating myself too. I really like things. I really do. Another one is a sequel to another fine myth by Robert Asprin about a teenage magician who's working for this wizard, and he doesn't know anything about the outside world, but then Garkin, that's his mentor, summons a demon from another reality, but when he dies, the demon has to take care of him, but he's not really a demon, he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy! So, that was another fine myth. The second is Myth Conceptions, and it's just, it takes all of the adventure of the fantasy and it introduces the royalty and the more of the kingdom, and I really liked that one. See, I really liked it. Why can't I stop saying that? Oh well, I really liked it. And the sequel to, of course, and we all knew this was coming, the sequel to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's, I like saying Sorcerer's Stone, it's easier to say, but Philosopher's, I can't do it, I just can't. Okay, the sequel to Harry Potter #1, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The first one was great, and it had all of the magic and wizards and Voldemort, but I really see, I keep doing it. I enjoyed the fact that you get to see Voldemort as a teen, and all that cool stuff, and the big snake, whatever, inside the walls. It was cool. I liked it. I really liked it. So those are my favorite sequels. And I hope I delighted you, which I probably didn't because I kept saying really like a whole lot. So, but those are my favorite sequels, and I really should read more books, just find more sequels I like. I really don't know if I can find anything because I always stop on the first book. I need more sequels. Bye.